Hello YouTube, this is the Archetype Goto, bringing you another episode where we explore the best possible level ups in Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. Today's episode is going to feature Colm, the thief, and Natasha, who is one of our clerics. In order to get some of the best level ups that I have found for Colm so far, we're going to go into the Tower of Valny on the first floor, and if you'll recall from the last video, the first attack on this floor is an instant critical hit. Because Seth is level 20, he isn't going to level up at all. So when Colm attacks, he's going to get, essentially, the next few random numbers into his attack. If he attacks, gets hit, and attacks again, he will have this level up, which is quite good. The only possible downside to this is that his luck and defense don't go up at all as he goes throughout this level. I'm going to continue it for a while. And here we go. After quite a few levels of those, you'll see I've gotten my strength and skill to level 14, but now his speed has reached 20. So if I go... Oops, I gotta select this guy here. If I go and attack the Revenant with Colm, using his iron sword, because Colm's constitution is quite low, the sword is quite light, and my speed is so high, the monster will actually miss, or Colm will dodge, and so the random numbers affecting his level up will be different, resulting in a bad level. What you'll want to do instead is to buy Colm a steel sword and use that when attacking this same monster. Because Colm's constitution is low, like I said before, that the steel sword is heavier, the increasing speed of my thief will not make him dodge, and so the Revenant will get a hit once again, resulting in the better level up that we had before. Now I've reached level 18 as a thief, and the thing that happens when Colm classes up is that his strength will increase by 1. Classing up will get his strength to its max, which is 20, so I'm not going to waste a level up getting that what the class up will do for him anyway. At this point I'm just going to use my last two to do those perfectly defensive level ups, and his strength will get to 20 on its own via the class up. Moving on to Natasha now, the good news about leveling her up is that if you've already done the sequence that I did with Ross in the previous video, her level ups turn out to be incredibly similar to his. The only bad news is that, as a healer, Natasha can't actually deal any damage, and so the only way she can get experience is by healing people. For that, I recommend going into the Tower of Valny, having Naimi sit in one of the corridors, having Natasha be right behind her, and have Seth guard Natasha's rear so that she doesn't get attacked from anyone else, and just heal her up when she gets hit. Now the sequence starts off similar as what we did last time. Garcia attacks, gets attacked, and then attacks, or there's no second attack, and then Natasha wastes 3 random numbers, and then Ross comes on down here and attacks twice at range this guy. Now, because Ross is at a point where he can't actually gain levels, the random numbers associated with the level up have effectively been stored for the next either battle or healing sequence. Because healing doesn't actually use random numbers, it just restores health, the game functions to give the random numbers that would have been in Ross's level up to Natasha. Because those numbers were all so low, her level up is going to be exactly the same as Ross's was. That doesn't mean that her growth stats are exactly the same as Ross's, it just means that Ross had very low numbers affecting his level up, and now Natasha gets the benefit of those additional very low numbers. Alright, so I am going to continue that off screen. I know you don't want to watch me grind all the way up again, but that is the best way I know of to get Natasha up to higher levels with better stats. If you had wasted 4 random numbers where I wasted 3, you'd get the essentially perfect level up that we just got, except her resistance would go up instead of her defense. I hope you found this little tutorial video helpful and making Colm and Natasha more useful. I haven't actually decided who to do for our next video yet, but any suggestions you have will be greatly appreciated and I will see what I can do. Almost any character can benefit from these methods, so we'll have to see which is your preference. I have a couple other ideas, and I'll probably do the same for Molder in the time off. But for now, this has been Archetype Goto, signing off.